Well, good morning and welcome to the Pen Doodling channel. This is Oliver coming to you from the beautiful seaside town of Youghal here in Ireland over in Europe. Another beautiful day today. A bit cold, but I'm told that summer will come before the weekend, which is great. And today what I wanted to do, I'm looking at, or I was looking at something over the weekend by Miss Betsi, which she called Dimensional Petals. And I'm just doing my own twist on it, I suppose. And if you have pen and paper, or even pencil and paper, or biro, I actually find biro very good for this one, pull it out and follow along with me. Now I'm just going to put in an outline here of a couple of petals, just so I've got something to work against. I mightn't actually use these, but let's just put in a sort of a basis of white. I'm just going to put in some petals here into the corner, and maybe that not one, I'm not sure if I'll take that one, but anyway, that's enough. And the pen I'm going to use is a 0.1 fine liner. I've already put in, as you can see there, a bit of a black border already. I used a brush pen to do that, and now I usually just try and give myself an idea of what way the lines will be going. I want to have them a little bit different to normal, not the same as we have all the time. And now I'll just put in some strong contour lines, just to give the petal. Now I'm calling it a petal, it's not really. This is I suppose, what would you call it, an abstract idea or a semi-abstract idea of what the petal would be. And I don't want it too flat. I want it to have a little bit of character, and also I don't want it to end up looking just like a rugby ball. Just and now if I can, I think I will change to a 0.5 or 0.05 if I have one. Yeah, that's very fine. Haven't used this pen for a long time. The ink is not coming out very well on it, but see, I'm just trying to give it an idea of. I don't want that one going up right up to the tip. This one will be coming down from the tip, and I think it'll give it a different feel. This is experimentation. There's no two ways about it. That's all I'm doing, just experimenting, and that's what you should do as well. A bit of an exercise. See how good you are at putting in some sort of graduations here between totally black and, well, white-ish. Those of you who follow this channel will know that I like this idea of just flicking the wrist to put down a bit of ink that fades away as you lift the pen from the page. So I'm sort of keeping the center part. Like the tip and the base is black, but the rest of it is not. Going now to a 0.8, just to put a better definition on the outline. So I'm using a 0.8 for this. Let's go down here. And while I'm here, I might as well start another one. And a little bit more curve on it than what was there. And I shall stick another one in as well while I'm here. That might be a hard one to do, but we'll leave it at that. Okay. In here, I want this bit to be fairly dark. Now, if you remember the last time I started off by getting an idea, but this one I want it to be more traditional. So I'm putting in the contour lines for the bottom now, as they would normally be, close to the tip. And coming down, in this case I'm not going all the way down to the tip at the bottom, because I reckon part of this leaf is hidden underneath the other ones, so it will look a little bit different. And you can see here when I'm just filling in here, you know, it shows as if the leaf is coming up from underneath the other one. And at least I think that's what I'm trying to do anyway. whereas on this side we seem to be able to see the base and it's more curved, whereas the other side was flatter. It's hard to talk while you're doing this. You know, as I said before, all of these things, if you try not to be too strict on yourself and don't look about anything as being a mistake. It's a mark that you've made. It was part of the work process, and I look upon this work process as being part mental as well, as part mental, you know, to do with the mind, to relax, to just get into the zone and let the pen take over. And I find if I let the pen take over instead of me taking over, it works out better. But every now and then my brain takes over and says, no, I'll make that darker, and I shouldn't. Okay. This now, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this one. I think I'll put it that it's more or less flat. So we've got a very wide, you know, the right hand of the leaf is very wide and flat down against the ground. And it's not going in as much. I'm not sure what. I don't know if even what I'm doing here is something what a real leaf would be. But I'm just following the way I would like the flow to be. So, you know, we're being somewhat abstract in all of these things, just a little bit abstract. I just want to do a little bit. See, this part here should be in shadow because of the other one in front of it. Because it's not coming down to a point, so it must be behind it. So let's give it a good bit of black there. So tell me, how is everybody? How are you getting on? Are you following any of these and trying them out yourself? You know, experimentation. That's what it's all about, experimentation. When you think about it, life is an experiment anyway. None of us have lived this life before. We're all experimenting and doing our best to live a good life, but only each person knows their own life and what is coming out as. I never lived before. This is my first experiment in life as far as I know. I don't think I lived before. And it's a bit big, this one. Yeah, bring it all the way down. Yeah, that's a bit. So this is another one coming out from beneath the other leaves, which means I'm going to have to go straight up with it when I get around to it. So back to my point 1. Where is it? Oh, sorry, did I say point 1? Sorry, that was a point 8. This is the point 1. I just want to give this a nice nice shape, nice curve. Most of the leaves that I'm doing here, they're different. That's what I'm trying to do. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get the light right on this one. I think I made the first curve a little bit too small. Here we go. Oh, I'm in the zone now. I'm enjoying this. It's not taking too long. I don't know what I've been at it now. 10 minutes or thereabouts. I think that's all. And not sure what I'll do at the bottom. Or I'll go up around the side. Oh, decisions. What am I going to do here? No. that won't work. No. Up that way. I'm not sure if this will really work, to be honest with you. I mean, that's the great thing about the pencil. You just throw in something and see what happens. So I'm trying to give the idea of another growth down here that's coming up under the two leaves, actually. And just let it go up there and down. We'll see what it turns out like. So in here is going to be very black. You won't be able to see anything in there, so let's blacken that out completely. And now on to my point 1. And put in the center stem. Up to the top and back down. I can't make this anyway sophisticated. That'd be very, very simple. Just a nice curve going up and down, I think. That's all it will need. And as I said, it's an experiment. It'll work or it won't work, so let's not worry too much at all about that. I think it's going to be fairly black. Maybe I should use the point 1 here, but do you ever feel that you're overworking something? I think this will have to be fairly black in here, won't it? Because it'll be shaded by all the other leaves. There won't be much light getting in here, is what I'm thinking. Even though I think I'm overworking it, I can't stop. I just feel I should just keep yeah, okay. Try for another one, I think. Along here is, I'm using the 0.8 now. I was going to put in a leaf here, but I think I just put in pebbles to fill it up. Not too big at the top, so I'm doing them bigger at the bottom and smaller ones up at the top. And I'm just trying to put in pebbles here if they were all the way around, but I think it's just too dark. It won't really have an effect, but I'm sure we do our best. I think that's about as big as we can go. I'll leave it at that, I think. And maybe fill in with the small ones now. I'll use the 0.1 here. Just fill in this, try and put in a few small ones so that there's no gaps. That's really all I'm doing. So I'm filling it in as black, because the small ones, you're not going to be able to see them, so it's all black around the place there. And that fills in nicely with the border that we have as well. And I think I need another over there, but I'll come back to that. What do we have here? Yeah, I think just a few over here, but it's I'll just stick in a few more small little ones as they would be around the place. Okay, that's not looking too bad. It sort of gives it a bit of balance. And I'm going to stick in here now what I think would be sort of like blades of seaweed growing up. I don't know, I keep on getting these ideas with these that they're all underwater. And well, that's what's in my mind, but you can have something totally different in your mind, and because of I'm changing the size of them, I'm giving the idea of depth. You know, some of them are far away. I'll just use the 0.05 now to stick in just a little bit of a vein through the center. Give it a little bit of character. That's all. There we go. Couple of oxygen bubbles going up. Not many, just a hint. Give an idea. Give a bit of character to that side of it. It's more balanced now, and I'm afraid I'll probably destroy this now, but I just think I'd like to stick another petal just along here, coming out and back in again. It'll be a fairly straightforward one, nothing sophisticated now in this. Just put in the main spine, give it sort of accentuate this curvature on it, and again they're not going down into a point, they're going down along the flat, and And it's this shading gives a better idea that this is towards the back, is not at the front. Okay, let me know how you're getting on yourself. I said I did a few of these before using a biro, and I actually think the biro came out an awful lot better, and it was good fun trying to control the pressure on the biro. This one, I'm not really happy with the way the 0.05 is putting down ink. I think I was wrong using this one. I think the 0.1 would have been better, but then it might have been too dark. Do you know what? I think that's looking good. What do you think yourself? I'll leave it at that. And do you know what? I'm going to leave it at this, and I'm going to come back to this with another video where I'll extend this out and put other things into it. But so we'll just look upon this as part one. Look, if you've enjoyed it, great. If you've learned something from it, better again. And I'm glad you came to the channel and had a look. I really appreciate it. Comments, thumbs up, subscribe if you want. If you don't, no problem at all there. I just enjoy doing these, and I get a great kick out of the fact that there's so many people around the world actually looking at it. So thank you very much for doing that. Until the next time, Slán Tamil, and it'll probably be in about 3 or 4 days. All right, Slán Anish.